You must bless me. The story of Jacob, aka Israel. Greetings to you all. I hope that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. And getting right into things. Jacob is known as one of the patriarchs of the faith. When Yahweh is mentioned, or typically when he was referred to in the Bible to other nations and individuals who weren't familiar with Yahshua, he was mentioned as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But from the outside looking in, it certainly did not start this way. Jacob's very name, according to scripture, means trickster or deceiver, or he cheats. Now, Jacob was also a fighter from start to finish. It was even said, according to scripture, that upon that him and his brother, his older brother Esau, they wrestled in their mother Rebecca's womb. They wrestled, and even when it came time for them to be born, while Esau came out first, it was said that Jacob came out with his hand clutching Esau's heel. So from start to finish, he was always a fighter, fighting to come out first, fighting to, almost like he had art with his brother, But when it came time for their father, Isaac, who of course is the son of Abraham, the promised one, it came to pass that, of course, Esau was his favorite son. He favored Esau over Jacob, and so of course he had his birthright to where he was supposed to give to his firstborn son, which was a tremendous blessing back in the day. And the second child typically got nothing besides what the leftovers or the spoils that the first one didn't want, so to speak. But it came to pass that Jacob tricked his brother out of his birthright for a bowl of soup or porridge. Now, later, sticking straight to the story, he wrestled with what many in the gospel believe to be an angel. He wrestled with him all night, the scripture says, to the break of dawn. And he wrestled him to the point to where the angel touched his hip and knocked it out of the joint when he saw that he wasn't going to be able to outpower or overpower Jacob. But Jacob still refused to let go. Now, the angel said, "Let me go before daybreak." And Jacob responded, "I will not let you go until you bless me." And of course, that's Genesis 32, verses 22 through 31. With that, the man or the angel changed his name from Jacob to Israel. For you have struggled with God and with men, and have prevailed or triumphed with God. So in biblical times, and even until this day, to this day, a name is one of the most important things that you can actually have. It is tied to the authority that you possess. It spoke to your character. It literally prophesies over you and reveals intimacy. Imagine having the name of Rothschild or Trump, so to speak, what's associated with that, or Chase as a last name. However, this still rings true today, but back then it definitely meant more, as far as having a name. Now, this was a major blessing. I tell you that to say that don't discount the angel changing his name. This was a major blessing to have your name transformed from trickster, having that prophesied over you, to the one who wrestled with God and prevailed. A tremendous statement, Now, Jacob went on to be the father of Joseph, who is another well-known figure in the Bible, but, well, that's neither here nor there as far as today's discussion. But the main thing that I want to focus on is to have that spirit of Jacob. Oh my goodness, keep that mindset of, you must bless me. Imagine carrying yourself in life expecting a blessing. You must bless me. Lord, you must bless me. If you know the word, quote scripture over your life, because the Lord has literally promised to bless you. If you are familiar with scripture, he promised you that you will be the head, not the tail, above and not beneath, that you're blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed when you come and when you go. If you are familiar with these things, speak these over your life. Speak positive affirmations. If you don't believe in the Lord, speak positive affirmations over your life. Continue to speak these things into existence. Have that attitude, that mindset that life must bless me. Under no circumstances is failure acceptable. Under no circumstances is my current situation acceptable to me. It's always greater. It's always more. Have that mindset and it will come into fruition. My pathway in life is filled with blessings. I am a magnet for everything good that the Most High has for me. I am entitled to it by my divine birthright. Maintain that same spirit, and as the scripture suggests, and it has to manifest. According to everything in life, according to anything that you'll read, according to sound doctrine in general, it has to manifest itself if you continue to speak this into existence and you truly believe this in your heart. Um, Cast aside every weight that so easily besets you. Rebuke all feelings of stagnation, all feelings of depression, of loss, feelings of lack, etc. Cast all this to the side. Put that on the Lord. That's not your burden to bear. Cast all that out and don't let up until you actually receive the blessing that is owed to you. Get that down in your spirit, that spirit of Jacob, that you must bless me. Under no circumstances is anything less acceptable. It's owed to you. It's owed to you. And I'm not sure who needed to hear that on today, but obviously the story of Jacob is one that I could go into in depth. The Old Testament is just beautiful in general, as far as with the forefathers of the faith. I would definitely encourage you to read on them some more if you've enjoyed this particular story. Much love to everyone under the sound of my voice. And of course, until next time, certainly be blessed.